Pokemon leakers have just uncovered some huge news regarding Pokemon Legends Arceus, and it's looking like Breath of the Wild had an even bigger impact on this game than we previously thought. Everything from climbing up mountains, gliding through the air with a paraglider Pokemon, and even mounting on Pokemon to travel throughout the Sinnoh region a little bit quicker. Leaked screenshots have showcased the ability for mounting different Pokemon for traveling throughout the region, and in the first image you can see what looks like a Pokemon trainer that is mounted on top of a deer-like Pokemon. Now, many people have speculated what the exact Pokemon is, but as far as we know, it's brand new. Now, in a new screenshot that Central Leaks tweeted out, they tweeted, "Who's that Pokemon?" and it showcases a battle sequence, and at the bottom right you're going to see the plus button with an icon of the brand new deer Pokemon. So it's looking like whenever you're in a battle sequence, or if you're in the open world, if you hit plus, then you could actually mount on top of the Pokemon that is selected. Now, it could be you only have the ability to mount this specific deer Pokemon, but I would imagine that you should be able to select any Pokemon that you have in your roster and be able to mount it and ride it like you would a bike in the other games. Central Leaks then follows up with the previous tweet and says, yes, we're talking about the deer Pokemon icon. Could it be that those are not just random animal silhouettes? It seems that you can mount Pokemon at any time, even mid-battle. That's really cool. So what they're saying is, depending on the circumstance, you can actually select which Pokemon you want to be able to mount at the current time. For instance, if you're trying to climb, then you would obviously select a Pokemon that is pretty good with climbing, that will help you get up tall mountains and stuff. And then, for instance, if you're trying to glide away, or fly away rather, then you would select a flying type Pokemon in your menu, so you could use it to glide down hills and mountains that you normally wouldn't be able to traverse. Every screenshot that we've seen from this leaked slideshow, from the climbing to the flying to the mounting, all feature different Pokemon icons, which pretty much confirms that you're able to select which Pokemon is in your current mount slot. Next up, we have to talk about a tweet from Pokestarmy that has to do with the seamless battle system that is featured in Pokemon Legends Arceus. The link to Pokestarmy's Twitter is in the description, so definitely go check them out. So they tweeted theories regarding seamless battle and ATB gauge with basic translation. In the translated notes, it says this: seamless battle, it's not a turn-based system like before, something about a falcon but cuts off. Seamless battle, you can choose your attacks but not turn-based. It will be an ATB system. This text is missing a sizable chunk, so it's hard to completely grasp what's written. ATB gauge theory, it's clear that you could still choose what moves your Pokemon will do, but rather than swapping turns, the way we picture it is that a faster Pokemon may be able to attack 2 or 3 times in the same time frame that a slower Pokemon is only able to attack once. So for a random example, in a battle against a Raikou and a Slacking, Raikou might get to attack 3 times when Slacking only gets to attack once. And then in a follow-up tweet, Pokestarmy said, basically what I'm expecting is a mix between the Pokemon battle system we have always had and the Final Fantasy time gauge power-up system, minus all of the button mashing, since you still need to choose what attack you want. So in another tweet from Pokestarmy, they talked about a new encounter system for Pokemon Legends Arceus. So the tweet says this: I debated tweeting this since it's pretty minor, but anyway, the A button in the leaked screenshot means attack, and then the B button obviously means run away or escape. This kind of shows that you have some option on what to do if a wild Pokemon attacks you. And then they followed up with, at the same point, you can't seemingly just physically run away from a wild Pokemon that may attack you. You seemingly need to press the B button. So I'm guessing the attack button in this case would be to release a Pokemon for battle. So picture your character running throughout the Sinnoh region and seeing a Pokemon that you would like to encounter. You run up to the Pokemon, stare it down, and you have 2 options: either the ability to attack or the ability to run away or escape. I think this would be a great option, and honestly the best way forward for Pokemon. In my opinion, it adds more suspense to the Pokemon battles. The previous encounter system for Pokemon games has been the most boring aspect of the series, and I think if they figure out a way to make it more seamless but also add more drama and suspense to the actual encounter, then it will be a much better experience overall. Now, the last post from Pokestarmy that I wanted to talk about is in relation to the boss battle system that we could see featured in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So the tweet that they're talking about showcases a Pokemon battle with an actual health bar at the top of the screen that is the classic boss health bar that we've seen across many different games. Now, according to the translation from Pokestarmy, it says katakana, basically an alphabet for foreign words. In this case, it reads king. They go on to say that it can read in a few different ways, phrase, but in this context, it's read as sin, which means war or battle, so I would say boss battle. They go on to say that this is probably something that will replace gyms. Different areas may have particularly strong Pokemon akin to a totem Pokemon in Alola. Also, regarding the yellow and the Pokemon, I think that may be the new animation for an attack like Tackle. You can see an almost identical animation in the gameplay trailer. Pokemon Legends Arceus is looking more and more like the game that we've always wanted from our childhood. And ever since I got Breath of the Wild in my hands, I always thought to myself, how cool would it be to play this game, but with Pokemon throughout the world, and that's what they're doing with Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, I've seen a lot of people upset with how the game looks graphically, but with the Nintendo Switch Pro, I think a lot of that could be fixed. And also, a lot of the stuff that we've seen in the trailer could be changed because the game is still a year out, and that's even if it's on track to release when they say it's going to release. One thing that I will say is I do believe that this game will be the open world Pokemon game that we've always wanted. Now, sure, I will say Game Freak does have their shortcomings, but it seems like Pokemon Legends Arceus is Game Freak turning the page to a different chapter in the Pokemon video game franchise. And for that reason, I am super excited. Now, I wanted to leave you guys with one last image, and that is in regards to the actual Pokemon 25th anniversary presentation. If you look at the shelf behind Utsunomiya, you'll see both the Sword and Shield starters and the legendaries. On the right, you'll see Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar, and then on the very left, you see the Johto starters. And then at the bottom right, it showcases some very interesting evolutions. I'm not saying that's confirmation, but what I will say is the shelf never lies. Thank you guys all once again for watching. This has been Wes, and I will talk to you on the next video.